47-year-old Porter's body found after a desperate call to 911.
EMS 14, respond with engine 76 on scene of the cardiac arrest.
Tonight, Kim's untimely death raising questions and sending shockwaves through Hollywood. She was the fashion model, actress, and world-famous mother to Diddy's kids.
Extra, extra.
With the hip-hop superstar and their children as he received his star on the Walk of Fame.
We're gonna make sure we have this moment right here.
She was last seen looking happy and healthy with her ex and their children at this event just 16 days before her death. TMZ reporting she had been suffering from flu-like symptoms and possibly pneumonia, but an official cause has yet.
Diddy's ex-girlfriend Kim Porter passed away in November 2018. The Los Angeles County Coroner's Office released the cause of death as lobar pneumonia and inflammation of an entire lobe of the lungs. But Al be sure, Porter's ex and father of her eldest son, Quincy, has his own theory. According to a 2020 Instagram post, Al doesn't think she died of an illness, he thinks it was a homicide. During the video, he was visibly distraught as he cried along to an R&B song. As you would expect, Diddy's name appeared in the post, and now fans have everything to believe Porter was sacrificed by his ex in order to retain control of the industry. So, what exactly did Al B say about Diddy's involvement in Porter's death? Let's find out. 3 years ago in 2018, the world of music gathered to mourn the tragic passing of actress, model, and mother of 4 children, Kim Porter. Porter had died of pneumonia, that's according to the doctor's report following her death. It was reported that she was sick with the flu before asking Diddy, the father of 3 of her children, to take care of the kids to ensure they didn't get sick themselves. 3 days later, on November 15th, Porter died in her sleep from a lung infection. In the direct aftermath of her passing, family, friends, and fans were left in shock, not knowing how a healthy woman could have suddenly died of pneumonia at just 47 years old. Many tributes posted to social media about her death paid love and respect to Diddy and Porter's greater family. But it did not last long, as damning allegations about the Bad Boy founder sacrificing the mother of his children started streaming in thick and fast. Firstly, R&B singer Al B. Sure, the father of Porter's son Quincy Brown, proposed that the possibility of her death was the result of foul play and not due to the complications of illness. The Los Angeles County Coroner of Medical Examination determined that Porter passed from lobar pneumonia. Her death was certified as being due to natural causes. Al B. claimed that in the time leading up to Porter's death, she was running from someone or something and that he had told her, recounted in a now deleted Instagram caption, to call the FBI. Only later did he add instead that she was running a marathon. From there, he called for a reinvestigation of Porter's death, which wouldn't be the first time he has suggested doing so. So, by saying Porter was running away from someone, does this mean she was running away from Diddy? If you were around during the days that Diddy went by the name of Puff Daddy, you probably remember that he got the world jiggy with it. Indeed, during the second half of the 90s, Bad Boy Records dominated the music industry with a constant flow of hits that took dance floors and radio stations by storm. And, with extravagant videos that featured lots of explosions and shiny suits, Diddy's proteges dominated TV airwaves as well. But it seems all that came at a cost. Behind the colorful facade, some shady dealings were happening, and rumors about Diddy's treatment of artists were circulating. As the years went by, a ridiculous number of Bad Boy artists, many artists, ended up broke, dead at a young age, or in jail for a long time. Furthermore, an inordinate number of artists who worked with Diddy quit the industry and dedicated their lives to religion. What do you think happened? What did they witness? Are these the same things Al B may be referring to? Much like the mysterious deaths of Brittany Murphy and her husband, Simon Monjack, which were also ruled to be caused by pneumonia, skepticism and uncertainty surrounded Porter's passing. Porter dated and had one son with record producer Al B. Sure, real name Albert Joseph Brown III, before her long-term and best-known relationship with Sean Diddy Combs, with whom she had 3 children. In his rants, Al B. wrote, "I was on my way to film the pre-show packages for the Soul Train Awards on BET with Tisha Campbell and Titchina Arnold when I receive a call from PR icon and celeb talent producer Queen Donaldson asking me if I was okay. Did I hear the news?" Al B. recalls, "I do know very clearly that Kimberly didn't just check out all of a sudden over pneumonia. That's some bullshit," he stated, noting, "This is where I get in trouble." Al B. went on to add that the pair attended an event for son Quincy Brown's Netflix film, The Holiday Calendar, a couple of weeks prior. She was in fantastic health as well, laughing seeing me and Diddy's mutual exchange at the theater, the heartbroken radio host revealed. However, in a 2019 interview with Essence, Diddy, who had 3 kids with Kim and raised Quincy as his own from a young age, explained that the former model had started feeling sick 3 days before her death. One rumor that surfaced after her death is that the mother of 2004 was planning to release a tell-all book about her high-profile relationships in the music world. Fans who believe Porter was killed point to this project as a possible motive. However, the brunette beauty's hairstylist, Lisa Pope, claimed that though her friend dreamed of writing a book, it would have been about how to raise well-mannered children in Hollywood. I can attest to the amazingly well-mannered children she raised, Lisa wrote a little over a week after Porter's passing. Our strongest bond was our role as parents, but Albee, alongside millions of others, believes the book Porter was writing had a lot to do with Diddy and his evil deeds in the music industry throughout the years. But before we forget, what really happened between Albee and Kim Porter? It's unclear what exactly caused the 90s couple to break up, or why Albee agreed to let Diddy adopt Quincy, but Porter previously confirmed that she inspired the massively popular 1991 single Forever My Lady, which was performed by the R&B group Jodeci and co-written by Al. I remember they were working on the song and they couldn't come up with the lyrics, and Al looked at me and he was like, "So you're having my baby?" Kim recalled on a 2015 episode of TV One's Unsun. And I was like, oh. As for Diddy, things were a bit different. The music executive first met Porter when he was an A&R executive in the early 1990s. Porter was at the studio with Albee. When Diddy first laid eyes on her, it was love at first sight. In 2006, he told Essence, "I wasn't trying to holler at her or anything, but I was admiring her. Her lips, her eyes, her mouth, her shape, her energy." He said all he could think was that he wished he had a girl like that. By 1994, they were dating and inseparable. Over the years, they broke up and made up several times, often quite dramatically. They called it quits for the final time in 2007 but remained on friendly terms and active in their kids' lives. Diddy told Essence in 2006 that Kim wasn't like other girls he knew. He's from Harlem. She was from Columbus, Georgia. She wasn't like a New York girl. She was bohemian, mixed with Georgia peach hospitality. I got the idea she'd like doing stuff like walking barefoot in the grass. I didn't think I could get her to like me. She was smooth, you know, like ice. She's cool and collected and thinks before she speaks. You meet a lot of young ladies, and they just don't do that. Kim was never pressed. She was always in control. Shortly after the birth of Christian in 1998, news broke that Diddy was dating Jennifer Lopez. Suddenly, Porter's name and business was splashed all over the press. She kicked Diddy out of the house that they shared. He dated Lopez for 2 years. Then, when Diddy faced jail time for bribery and weapons possession, he got back together with Porter. The threat of losing his freedom forced Diddy to grow up and face his responsibilities. According to Porter, Diddy was back to feeling like Porter was his muse at that point. But now it so happens he was using her as a pawn. Porter's tragic death only adds to the list of unfortunate events that have happened to people around Diddy's life, most of them being his label mates. Craig Mack, Mace, Shy, Loon, and now Porter are just some of the people Diddy has been accused of sacrificing to maintain his control and relevance in the music industry. All the artists mentioned have one point in common: they were signed with Diddy, and nearly all of them ended up hating and resenting him. But what's the reason? First, nearly every artist who signed with Diddy ended up complaining about signing a slave contract. Despite their commercial success, several bad boy artists ended up poor. Financial exploitation aside, there are some strange yet persistent rumors regarding Diddy. The main one, he flirts aggressively with male artists. In recent years, famous rappers such as 50 Cent and Exhibit shared some stories regarding Diddy's tendencies. There's also this bizarre video where Diddy talks about the time a 10-year-old usher came to live in his house for a year. In 2017, during the show Drinking Champs, an inebriated Diddy appeared to be coming on rapper Fabulous. He even sang him happy birthday in a Marilyn Monroe-like manner while asking him when they could party.
I got it. Mr. Lee.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you put my bag
I like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag
Daddy,
at,
I like
Mr.
when
Lee?
you
It's
when you
right
scrambling
here,
and scraping for shit.
No, I got
I
notes
like
and
that.
shit. You know, I'll be practicing. I got
Yeah.
notes. Mr. Lee.
Yeah, I love this drink.
Where you put my
I
bag
like
at?
when you like this, Daddy.
Yeah, where you put my bag
Daddy,
at,
I like
Mr.
when
Lee?
you
It's
when you
right here,
scrambling
it's
and
right
scraping when
here.
you
It's
when you
right here, it's
scrambling
right
and
here.
scraping for
No.
shit. No.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna go with that one.
Make a
That
wish.
one.
Just blow it out. It's your birthday every
So, yeah, this guy is strange, has some really dark past, and has been accused of several things, including drug dealing, exploitation, murder, and even demonic sacrifice. Maybe, and just maybe, Kim Porter joined his casualty list. And that's it from us today. Until next time, bye.